have you been associated with Hickory Motor Speedway?
I came to my first race at 9 years old, sitting in the stands as a fan. At 14, I began working on cars, and then as time progressed, I started driving at the age of 29, late model stock cars, and worked into being the tire dealer at the age of 37. And at the age of 45, I took over the racetrack as the general manager, and been here 41 years, starting from the time I was a fan.
Are there any things about the history of this space that you consider significant that we should know?
Well, I think the biggest thing is many of the greatest stock car drivers that's ever lived have came through Hickory Motor Speedway. Richard Petty, Junior Johnson, Ralph Earnhardt, Jack Ingram, Dale Jarrett, multiple champions and stuff that have came through Hickory Motor Speedway.
This place is sacred or important to the city of Hickory?
Well, Hickory Motor Speedway is more than just a racetrack. It's a legacy. It's a legacy of things that have happened in the past, things that are going on in the present, and things that will happen in the future. It just provides part of the rich history of the state of North Carolina.
Why do you consider this place important to you?
Well, became a part of my life. As a young man, I was a fan. Then I turned into a competitor, and then actually the general manager. So it's been a part of my life for the whole 41 years. My son now races. My wife is a part of the track and helps me out. And my daughter, of course, is here every evening as part of the family. So it's became a lifestyle for us being at Hickory Motor Speedway.
So a generation of racers in your family.
Pretty much. I think one of the very interesting fact is that the 2014 Hall of Fame inductees, all 5 had a tie to Hickory Motor Speedway. Tim Flock, Dale Jarrett, Fireball Roberts, Jack Ingram, and I'm missing one, sorry, Maurice Petty, who built engines for Richard Petty. All 5 of those inductees came through Hickory Motor Speedway, along with several of the other ones that are already there, Ned Jarrett and people like that.
Consider this place a sacred space. Why or why not?
Very sacred. I've been racing here for years. Earnhardt started here, all the NASCAR stars.
My name's Ashley Hoagland, and I race at Hickory Speedway every weekend. Been racing there since 1999. Been attending the racetrack since 1983. I went to my first race when I was 3 years old. Hickory Speedway is known as the birthplace of NASCAR stars. There's been numerous of Winston Cup, Sprint Cup drivers that got their start at Hickory Speedway. Dale Earnhardt raced there, Dale Jarrett raced there. I mean, the list is huge. When you walk into the place, there's a sign hanging there on the left. It's got basically the who's who of racing. It's got their name on there. Just talking about more or less the history of the place. I mean, you just kind of sit there and you can look at those names and think back. Ralph Earnhardt, Dale's dad, used to race there, and just a lot of the names that made the sport of NASCAR, the sport of racing, what it is. A lot of them got started or competed at a young age at Hickory Speedway. It's a sacred place to a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. And one for me is just the history of my family, or the history that my family has had there. And when I started driving, I wanted to win a race there. It felt like, people's always said, if you can win a race at Hickory Speedway, you can go anywhere and win a race.
It's important to me because I like NASCAR so much. The future of NASCAR is probably going to start here eventually. So there's some racers we don't even know about that are going to start off here. They're going to make their name here.
When you're a kid, you dream of racing there. Dale Jarrett, Dale Earnhardt, Ned Jarrett. Just a lot of Ralph Earnhardt. A lot of good drivers have came from there, and they have the Wall of Fame up front. One day as a kid, you hope to have your name out front with them.
Do you have any interesting stories or facts about this place, maybe that happened recently?
Right now I'm leading the points at Hickory in the Limited Late Model Division. About 2 years ago, I got in a bad wreck. There's an opening, and a lot of people have seen the wreck there. A couple of good drivers actually, and I guess I get to put my name down as some of them that have wrecked there. Back into the fence about
this place sacred or important to the city of Hickory, in your opinion?
Well, for me, it reminds me of my childhood from where my family used to go to races in Martinsville with my uncle. And some of the people that we used to go to aren't around anymore. So it's really great for me to have those good memories.
Why do you think this place is significant to Hickory?
Well, I think it brings in a bit of tourism and it helps the economy. And it's a place where people like me can just go and have a common interest and have a good time.
Thanks, perfect. Got it.
Alright.
It's the same way you got in.
Hey, bitch.
My pro or what?
So would you consider the Hickory Motor Speedway important to Hickory?
Oh yeah, it's got to be important because I mean everybody in the town of Hickory, everybody, the community, everybody, the counties around Hickory, everybody goes and watches the races up there because I mean it's just excitement. It's just the love for the sport.
And we still go as a family. I mean, we lost our dad back in 2008, and but we still carried on. We still kept racing in his honor. And I mean, even this past Saturday night, I mean, we were all still there as a family. And you still see a lot of that at Hickory. You still see a lot of the family atmosphere. And actually, just a couple weeks ago, I had a friend come, first time he'd ever been to the racetrack, and he came, sit in the grandstands, and he was blown away by how much of a family atmosphere was there. He was expecting to go in and see a bunch of guys just hollering, screaming, fighting, cussing, going on. And he went to two little daughters with him, and that's all they talked about for the last 2 weeks. They want to go back. They're so excited about it, and they really had a good time. And it is still just a family. It's a family atmosphere.
And last but not least, what do you see in Hickory Motor Speedway's future?
I think Hickory will continue to be an integral part of the community here. We're going to continue forth working hard to bring in new fans and also remain loyal to our existing fans. We still have the greatest short track racing anywhere around. So for the entertainment dollar, it's only $11 to get in for an adult. I think we provide a place that you can bring your kids, have some family oriented entertainment, and have a good time.